G'day and welcome back to my channel. Now, it's been a month now we've been in the new place and I thought I'd give you a little tour. Well, sadly my hobby room has to share with my office, so that's where I sort of earn the biggies. It's where the shackles get earned so that I can actually afford this damn frivolity. This is my cube stash of work in progress. Yes, all of those are work in progress or kits are about to start. Yes, that's where we're at. That, give you a guess, is the Varrock. That's as far as it's got since it basically was knocked off the shelf and in pieces, and it's been mothballed. Well, tissue balled, you know. That's a pile of crap that I haven't sorted yet. That's hidden away in the corner. I've got my paint station set up there, so that's just it's one of these little foldy outy type paint booth type things. Pretty handy. I mean, normally it's down, and I've only got one airbrush out so far because all I have been doing is a bit of priming. Tools and most of my paints are out, and look, I've even got something on the workbench. I'm going to talk about that in a sec. Yes, I'll talk about that shortly. I'm actually doing something, and surprisingly we managed to get, I've got extra widescreen for this, we managed to get the stash unpacked. So there it is. Yep, my much envied Wingnut Wings collection, which I don't know when it'll ever get built, and all my other kits are all finally out, so I can actually enjoy them. Yeah, I had to sacrifice a few. In fact, there's give you a quick look here. Yes, pile of crap corner and box of kits for sale. Yeah, there's no way I can get everything into this place, and I really need a good clean out anyway. So I decided I would be savage and I would work out really what am I going to build. I mean, I love all my Airfix kits. You know, my Airfix kits, there's no way that I'm selling those. I'll keep those. I'll build them all. I mean, I've got some lovely Eduard kits up here. I really want to build all of those. My Rodin kits, you know, they're again favourites of mine. I'm going to hold on to those. Got a bit of sci-fi stuff. I've thinned down the sci-fi stash incredibly. I didn't really want to have as much as I had all this Star Wars crap. I didn't really need it. That's all for sale. My Edelskeri kits and my Revell kits, yep, they're the ones that I really like, and I've just reduced to the ones that I will build one day. My Dragon stash, yes, it's taken me a while to get exactly the Dragon kits that I wanted, and those are pretty well with them. There's one extra which I think is I think it's a little one, just popped to the side here. It didn't fit in. Various armour bits and pieces down the bottom here, yeah, all kinds of assorted things. My trumpeter kits and sort of a few odds and ends that are all stashed in over there. Got some lovely new Hasegawa kits that I'm really quite interested in. There's a Hasegawa little E8M1 and a Harrier, and I picked those up sort of for a fairly good price, and I'm going to have a go at building them and see what those are like. Yeah, a bit of armour, a bit more odds and ends. My only Tamiya, well, there's very little Tamiya on my stash, but there's two little Tamiya down there, bottom right, you'll see. So I actually do have some Tamiya kits. There's probably some Tamiya kits floating around. There's some Tamiya armour floating around here somewhere. Don't know where. I think I built most of it. Then there's just odds and ends, some Matchbox and bits and pieces, and my submarines, and there's a bloody big Lurch here actually. I don't know. I acquired that. That's right on the screen there. That's a great big what's it, a 124 scale? 1/16 scale. It's huge. I'll probably sell that. I probably won't worry about it. My sailing ships, I'll definitely be building those over the years. Won't be selling those. And the submarines, well, I'll probably build most of them. We'll see how I go. Got one of those new kinetic FRS-1 Harriers. That's a beautiful kit. I'd really like to get into that soon, but I really want to get into everything, and that becomes the dilemma. I have too much, and I've literally got rid of 50 kits. Could you believe it? Yeah, I've actually reduced my stash by 50 kits. But my ships, yeah, definitely want to do those. They're all ships that I want to build, and they will be built over the years. It's sort of like a decade plan. I have enough kits that I could build continuously for a decade. But unfortunately, you know, moving and working and just generally life gets in the way. Gets in the way of all these things. But anyhow, that's a quick tour of my stash, as many of you ask. And this is the new hobby room. So it took me a while to sort of get it all to fit. It's a tiny room. I mean, I went from a 6 by 4 metre hobby room in the last place. Tons of space. Like I sort of divided down the middle with stash cupboards and had a big storage area hidden behind it. This is half as wide, half as long, so it's 1/4 the area. It's been a challenge to figure out what to do, and plus, it's the only space I could find to put my office. So yeah, that's it. It's where I work, and this is where I'll play. I'm still debating whether I should use 2 chairs. It's kind of ludicrous having 2 chairs, but I figured if somebody actually came over and visited me, well, there'd be a sort of something to put their bum on, so I might keep it in here. But anyhow, look, that's a 5-minute wander through all this crap. Let me show you what's on the bench. And this is the workbench at the moment. And I've got out this kit. I had it in storage. It was all sort of boxed up. And now I'm trying to reassemble it all. I had it dry fitted before. What is it? What is it? What is it? Yeah, well, it's Airfix, would you believe? It's ancient. It's nearly as old as me. Well, maybe not. Maybe about 30 odd years, maybe 35 years. It's a lovely little BMW R69, and it's a white box. White box. I like Airfix white box because generally a lot of these sort of kits, if they're available now, Airfix just put them in a red box and haven't changed anything. They might have made some snappy instructions. You get some nice new decals, but apart from that, the mould's probably worn out and the kit's, you know, nowhere near as much fun to build. Whereas a lovely old white box Airfix kit, the moulds were still crisp and everything seems to fit. And you know, it's okay. It's old technology, but this has been a joy to build. This kit really is the one that I just work on when I want to smile, and I really needed some smiles lately, I'll tell you. So I've had quite a lot of fun, you know, basically putting it all together. I had it dry fitted. Here's a photo. So I sort of had it dry fitted, and I nearly had it all painted up. But yesterday I spent a lot of time putting some of the last parts together and doing a bit of detail painting and adding some chrome where there should be chrome, and then the aluminium where there should be aluminium. And it's just about the point now to put it all together. So that's what I came to do today. And I'll probably make a video about that. Would you be interested? Let me know. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see basically I've got photos of just about everything that I did with this. And I could do a whole build video and kit review if you like, because it is lovely. Fit is perfect. There's no issues at all with the fit. I mean, for a kit that is this old. But then again, this is one of the original mouldings, so, you know, it was nice and crisp and clean, and there you go. There's bugger all injection marks or sinkholes or anything. It's old Airfix, but it's old Airfix that was engineered well for its day. So I have really enjoyed putting this together, and it's been a lot of fun to paint, and hopefully I'll get it pretty well dry fitted together today, and then I can gloss the fenders and the frame and the tank, and I should have the makings of a motorbike. That'll cheer me up. That'll cheer me up no end. All right, well, that's all I've got to say really. That's all that's been happening. I did mess around a little Polish plane, but then I got sent a whole lot of reference photos by some Polish guy, you know, yeah, and you know. Like with anything that's a very important subject for a country, those people get very zealous and excited about you doing it correctly, and rightly so. You know, there's no problem with that. I don't have an issue with that. But the kit I had was crap, and I looked at how much work there was to scratch, and how much trimming and sanding and scraping and fabricating I'd have to do, and I went, fuck it. It's not worth the investment. This is a crap kit. I like the subject, and I probably would buy that aircraft again, but I'm going to buy a much better kit. Much better kit. I think I'd like it a little bit bigger too. It was a 48 scale one. I might see if I can find it with a 1/32 scale by someone who can actually do a decent moulding, because the kit I had was from some Texas limited run company, actually called Limited Models, and it was a very limited kit. It was parts of it were nice, not much of it. So anyway, I gave up on that, which was a bit of a problem because I'd already done 90% of the cleanup, but I felt if I couldn't make a decent kit out of it, why bother? And I sort of had the fun of just messing around with the parts. Anyway, I'm just waffling on about nothing. This video has essentially been about nothing, because that's pretty well where my hobby is at the moment. This is the first thing I really sat down to do seriously. So hopefully I can keep my mojo up to date and I'll get this together. And if you're interested, I'll come back with a build video and show you how it all went together. Let me know. All right, well, that's it from Harry in the City. It's goodbye from Australia, and it's hooroo from Harry Houdini.